Going on, folks? We got another quick one for you today. Today we're taking a look at the Quiet Carry Drift in Vanax. This is the, I'm going to get this wrong, I know it already, KNBLSW version. Basically means that this is a PVD titanium body. It's got the knurled titanium. It's got the drop point blade with the thumb studs, the Vanax steel, super skinny, super slicey blade. Somebody gave this to me as a gift for my birthday. Drex, as always, I appreciate you, brother. This was a few months ago, so no happy birthday nonsense now. But man, I actually love this knife. A buddy of mine had one, not the same. His had the hole, the thumb hole opening. And when I first tried it, I was so impressed with the action that these things have. So nice. But yeah, so I got this. This is a great EDC blade. It's very minimal, very thin. It's got just under a 3-inch blade. I think the blade comes in at like 2.98. Doesn't feel like that though. Like it feels like a much bigger blade. Overall, it's just under 7 inches. And the blade thickness is like 0.09 or something like that. So it's extremely slicey. And I've had tons and tons and tons of knives, and I can say this for sure, that when I got this, this was the sliciest, sharpest, sticky sharp blade that I've ever had. You know, I put up a piece of paper and just went right down it without me holding it. I love it, you know what I mean? It feels good in the hand. It is skinny, you know, so it's not like really bulky by any means. It fills the hand nicely. It's got great ergos, but it's definitely built for like almost like a light carry. Supposedly, these were almost designed for like a saltwater carry knife, because the Vanax is corrosion resistant. The titanium's not gonna rust. The hardware's titanium. It's made for, like, I guess the wetter environments. But it's fantastic. I really enjoy it. Like I said, it's got super snappy action. Flies right open. It's got a nice little drop to it. Reverse flick. Even though it's so skinny, it's still a really satisfying knife to open. You know, I've said that in a couple of my other videos. I really like the thwack. Like, if it doesn't thwack when it opens, I'm just not interested in it. So this is a great carry. Can barely feel it in the pocket. It's super light. I actually almost thought that this front scale was G10 when he sent it to me, until I took it apart and I saw the skeletonization underneath to make it lighter. And then I finally found on the box where it says those weird numbers or weird letters I was talking about. I already forgot them. LDKNBLSW. I don't know what any of that means. But that's how I was able to look it up and figure out that this is an all titanium knife. Nothing special with the packaging. It's cool. It's there. It's nice and easy. But I also found out that, and I could be wrong. I remember looking at it and I was wondering who was the manufacturer. You know, I was like, who makes these knives? And it's Quiet Carry, obviously. But I mean, I was wondering who the OEM was, like whether it was Riot or Best Tech or anybody like that, you know, Reich, whatever. But I found out that Quiet Carry makes their own knives in Taiwan, I believe it is. Some people actually kind of hypothesize that these might be made in the same factory as some of the Spydercos that are made in Taiwan. But again, I read that online. I'm not sure if it's actually true or not. Doesn't matter because it's a beautiful knife. Like I said, the action on this is amazing. You could actually get that to close with one little, when I got it, the pivot was a little looser. It's got a captive pivot, so that's nice. You can pretty much tighten this as tight as it can go, and you're gonna get that, shake, shut action. I like it because I don't really want like a guillotine. I don't want me to go like this and the blade to come down and leave my thumb bleeding. So this has just enough friction and resistance that it's almost, I hesitate to say Chris Reeve kind of action, but it is on washers. Definitely more drop shut than a Chris Reeve, but it's still got that, it requires a little shake, You could loosen this up a tiny bit if you want, get it to be even more drop shutty, but this is how I like it. Like I had a CKF Evo, and that runs on bearings, but it comes with washers and all this stuff, and on the bearings, that knife is a guillotine, and it's got this chonker of a blade, and you do this and it lands right here, and boom, your cuticle bleeds. So I took that out and I put the washers in, and I loved it. So I'm just a much bigger fan of washers on blades, especially when they're done correctly. This has a steel lock bar insert. It's a frame lock. It's got the wire clip. It is what it is. I'm never a huge fan of the wire clip pocket clips, but for what this is, I'm not mad at it. I'm not going to put some big chunky clip on there when the blade itself is already so slim and minimal, Titanium backspacer. It's just a really well done knife. I know that they just came out with the quiet, or the Drift C, which I don't actually know what that means. All I know is that you can get some of these ones for great prices right now because everybody's trying to sell these so that they can get the new hot, fresh joint. But I have zero issues with this knife. I really like it. Maybe the one thing, if I think that I don't really like, I never like a one-sided lanyard hole. Like, I don't want my lanyard. I mean, I'm not going to put a lanyard on it anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. But they do a good job of, doing the recessed hole. So it's not, I don't know. I just hate it when it's to one side. I think it looks so dumb to have a lanyard hanging off the side. Like, it should come out, they should have either put a pin in here that you could loop the lanyard around and have it come straight out, or put it through both sides and just have it hang straight out the back. The one side, I think, looks stupid. I've seen some people do that with Striders and stuff like that. And hey, whatever, if that's your steez, go ahead and do that, man. It's just not what I want to do. I think it looks dumb. But I'm sure that a lot of things that I do, people think are dumb. But like I said, super, super thin edge. It's just an incredibly, incredibly slicey knife. Really enjoy it. It was a great gift. Like I said, it was something above and beyond. I did not expect my buddy to get me anything like this. Usually we send each other a flashlight or, something small. I think he went above and beyond with this. But just for a little example, I know the paper test doesn't actually mean anything, but that thing, you can't be mad at that, Get a little bit of those curly cues going on, or just, like I said, this is by far the sliciest knife I've had, and now I have paper all over the place. Think ahead, Sean, think ahead. But yeah, I've had some Spydercos that have been extremely slicey. all of my knives are sharp, you know. I make sure that they're all very sharp. But when I got this was super surprising to me. I actually got sent this, and another friend gave me a Spyderco in the same package. It was above and beyond. It was a Mannix. I think he did a little swapping because it had like the purple G10 scales that usually come with like the S110V blade, but that just had a S30V. I think he kind of did a little Frankenstein on it, and somebody absolutely destroyed the grind on that knife. Like, if you know anything about the Mannix, it has that nice little curvature. Whoever sharpened it, like, flattened that out. But again, there's zero complaints because I wasn't expecting anything from anyone. And I ended up getting 2 lovely knives for my birthday in a nice little package with a fun little handkerchief, and it is what it is. So again, I thank you, Drex, and I have a friend named Sean as well, who sent me the Spyderco. So both of them, I'm super appreciative. But this is a great blade. Like, I really enjoy it. I don't carry it nearly as much because most of the time I have my Monkey Edge Zahn in my pocket. But on days when I want to switch something up and have something a little bit more fidgety, this is a great option to have. It's either this or my Demco AD 20.5 in 20 CV. It's obviously another very fidgety knife. But this is a fantastic carry. And like I said, you could probably find these on the secondary right now for a really reasonable price. If you can find one for $200 or less, I would absolutely scoop it up. But yeah, Quiet Carry makes a great blade. They do a very good job, and their prices are usually pretty fair, I think. I mean, this is titanium and Vanax. I don't know what retail is, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure my buddy said he found this for me for like $175 or something like that. And I think that is a steal of a deal for this type of knife. It's, you know, feels like a full-size blade. It's got some jimping on the back here. It's not super functional. It gives you a little bit of traction. You wouldn't really want it much more aggressive than that, I don't think. But I mean, if you slip up here, you can kind of see, like, yeah, this gives you a little bit of traction, just enough. It's not aggressive, doesn't hurt your finger. The thumb studs are great. They kind of remind me of like TI connector thumb studs. They have that stepped pattern, but great traction, great feel. Definitely make it nice and easy to open this guy up. So if you can find one of these for 200 or so bucks, I would definitely pick one up. Come in the small little box. If you're not like I need all my stuff to be made in America kind of snob, which I'm not, I've discussed before. I think there are great blades that come out of China. I think there's some great blades that come out of Taiwan. You know, I'm all for supporting American companies, but that doesn't mean that I can't support other companies as well. But if you made it this far, I hope this was a little bit entertaining. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm hovering at that 22 subscriber mark. And again, I really kind of just do this for me. I have a lot of time on my hands at work, so I do some of these videos just for fun. But I would also not mind some interaction and some engagement. It's a little bit, it's fun. It's fun to network. It's fun to meet new people. It's fun to talk about things that we love. So if you made it this far again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Take it easy, y'all.